This setup right here feels so illegal, right? It's giving me an opportunity of 1 to 30 risk reward ratio, and the crazy part about it is that it gives me all the confluences that I always look for in the market. All right, so let me break down everything step by step. All right, so let's go ahead and delete everything right here. All right, so why do I want to actually take advantage of this particular trade right here? So let's start from the higher time frame, right? So if you can actually zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, you're going to realize that we've had the market going to the upside. We've got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, right? And then you can see that this is exactly what happened. So once the market came to this particular area, we can mark our highest high and our lowest low. So we can mark this high right here. You can mark this high right here. Okay, and then we can also mark the high and the low at this level right here. Okay, now let's go to the lower time frame. We can come to the 1-hour time frame. Let me show you why I actually want to actually take advantage of this particular trade. Okay, you've seen that right here. We saw the market giving us a higher, a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we give it a higher low, right? And then guess what happened? The market failed to break this high right here. That's a major red flag. Once the market fails to break structure like that, it tells you that the market is most likely going to change character. And guess what happens? After failing to break this high right here, the market goes ahead and actually forms a new lower high, then fails to break that other high right there, and then goes ahead and breaks this new lower high that was left behind. All right, and guess what? Because of that, I'm anticipating the change of character right here. We want to see the market going to the downside. So one thing I actually noticed right here is this liquidity, which was taken out last week. You can see that this was taken out, and very, very nicely. And then apart from that, you can see, if you can go to the lower time frame, like the 30-minute time frame, you're going to see how price is actually approaching this level right here. Look at this. We have what we call a CPLQ, which is a compression plus liquidity, right? You can see that the market is beautifully compressing, and guess what happens after a compression? There's always going to be a big momentum candles once the market actually breaks out of that, and that's what I'm actually looking forward to actually trading next week right here. So I'll show you where I got my order block. So literally my order block is around this area right here, and then I'm going to target that. And then now right here we have our rally base drop supply zone. Okay, we have a rally base drop supply zone just here, and then we have a higher high here, and then we do have a QML. Whenever we have a QML, a CPLQ, that's a different type of setup right there, guys. I can tell you that. All right, and then what do we have here? We have break of structure here, and then we also have another break of structure here. Then we've had another break of structure somewhere here. This is a major one as well. So you can see that the market is clearly showing you that it's going to be bearish. Okay, so you always have to make sure that you do all the things that you're supposed to do. Now we go to the lower time frame, trying to predefine and actually refine that order block right there. Okay, so let's go to the 3-minute time frame right now. We're on the 3-minute time frame. Let's see what's happening there. We zoom in on that particular candle right there so that we can understand what is happening. So we can zoom in right here. You can see that we can actually get the high and the low of that particular candle right here. This will be our order block, right? But because we have this candle right here, I like to cover up like that so that we can have a very nice setup like that. So we have our order block already figured out. We have our QML, which is here. We have a break of structure. We have a rally based drop supply zone. This is starting to look very, very clean. What else do we have right here? So we have, like I said, we have this nice compression. We call this a CPLQ, which is compression plus liquidity. So it's called CPLQ, compression plus liquidity. Guys, what happens after a compression like this? You expect big momentum candles. All right, so let's see. This is what to call, others call it an ascending trend line. I mean, as ascending triangle, like that. Others call it different names, but for me, we call this CPLQ right there. So right now, you can see that we are here, and our target, like I showed you, I'm targeting that low behind right there, that low that we left here. This is going to be a big move, guys. I'm expecting a big push on this particular trade. My stop loss is just going to be just slightly above my high, and that's like a 7 pip stop loss. And I'm just going to just bring this to the right side like that, so that you can have it looking all good and everything. Yeah, so we can go to the 15 minutes time frame and look at it very nicely. You can see that my order block, I mean my target, is that low right there. This low right here is what I'm targeting, and my stop loss is just going to be just spill up just slightly above the high right there, and my stop loss is just going to be there. And yeah, let's do everything right now. I like to actually use 14 here, so that it's not too big, not too shabby, like that. We zoom in again. Yeah, not too shabby. We can increase this so that we can allow price action to actually fit into that box. So I like to do it like that. And then yeah, we pretty much have a setup that we actually had initially. You can see right here. So this is a 1 to, this is supposed to have been a 1 to let's see, we do that 1 to 26 risk reward ratio, which is good, which is absolutely good right here. So our stop loss is 7 pips, and our target is 181 pips right there. Just absolutely beautiful overtrade. So like I said, why am I so confident on this particular trade? I'm confident because we have a QML. Very important. Apart from QML, we have that higher high right there. We have a break of structure. So we have a break of structure right there. Apart from that, we have liquidity. We have nice liquidity which was left behind as in form of equal highs, and we're taken out. Liquidity. Okay. What else? We have PLQ, another form of liquidity which is just amazing. And we have our rally base drop supply zone. Whenever I have this, I am so confident on this trade right there that we are going to have a banger of a trade right here. This, whenever your setup has got these elements right here, the QML which breaks structure to the downside, we have a higher high right there, and you can see that these equal highs were taken out, and then we have a CPLQ, a compression plus liquidity. So right now, what I'm anticipating as the market opens, we can anticipate the market will be coming down, then we can come into this area, and then we can actually expect a big drop to the downside. So of course, this can take maybe 2 days. If you have a very good push to the downside, you might have this move literally in a day. So let's see how the market plays out as we open on Monday. This looks absolutely amazing. And the other thing I like is, if you look at DXY, we have DXY also on near to our demand zone right here. So what I'm anticipating on DXY is to see it come down to these levels right here, and then pump to the upside. So if you come to the 4-hour time frame, you're going to realize that there's a nice demand zone which has been left behind right here. So because of that, that makes me so confident on this particular trade that I might expect really big pushes to the downside, to the upside right here. And on GBPUSD, we might expect very nice setups and movement to the downside. That's my anticipation on GBPUSD. Absolutely beautiful over setup right here. All right, so you guys, I hope you found value in this video, and if you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment in the comment section. And if you'd like to get involved and be able to take our trades in